A lady who was one of the biggest stars of the 1960s. She had a string of hits, including I Know a Place and Downtown, a song which not only won her a Grammy Award, but 40 years down the track is back on the airwaves, this time in an advertising campaign to lure business back to the Big Apple. And it's all thanks to an Australian producer, DJ, mixer who calls himself The OutPsider. Before we talk to Petula Clark, let's have a little listen to Downtown 2003. It's a great pleasure to say hello to Petula Clark in our London studios. How are you, ma'am?
Fine. Good day.
Good day to you. You just can't keep a good song down, can you?
You can't. I mean, there's something about this song, even before the Outsiders version was used in New York for this particular job, if you like, to bring business back into the downtown area, which was pretty well wiped out by the 9/11 event. Even before that, they've been asking me to go over there and sing the song, and I've done it several times. It's a kind of, it's like an anthem for the New Yorkers. It was first a hit in England in 1964 because we recorded it here in England with Tony Hatch, and it was a big hit here. It didn't make it to number one. I think it was the Righteous Brothers that kept us out of the number one spot with You've Lost That Loving Feeling, which was a great record. So
damn those Righteous Brothers. How did it feel when you heard that this little Blue Pie Productions, a little Australian company, had done a deal with New York City to have your song as part of their campaign over there?
I think it's absolutely great. It's the kind of thing that I absolutely love about this business, you know. And, you know, you don't have to have one of those giant companies behind you to make it. If it's presented in the right way, of course, you've got to get in there. And I suppose the product was great, and it was snapped up, and I'm so delighted. I really am. I mean, you know, even if it had nothing to do with me, I would be delighted. It's the kind of story I like.
Take us back to the time when Downtown was first a hit in the 60s, those heady days of the 60s, because you were already a big star by then, weren't you?
Well, yes, you know, I had been, you know, I married a Frenchman, and I went to live in France, and I became France's number one singer. Of course, I'd had a career before that in England, but this was my sort of adult career, if you like, in France. I did a lot of growing up in France, personally and professionally. And so Tony Hatch came over to France to talk about a new session we were doing in French, because Tony was sort of like my producer, if you like. And he said, you know, I really think you should record again in English. And I said, sure, if I could find the right song. And he said, well, I've just started writing this song. I have a title and the melody. You want to hear it? I said, sure, I'll go make a cup of tea and you play it on piano for me. And that's when I first heard Downtown. I was in the kitchen making a cup of tea, and I came back and I said, that's a great melody. If you can write a lyric up to the standard of the melody, I can't wait to go in the studio and do it.
I've got to say, it's lovely to hear you back on the airwaves. You look absolutely amazing. I can hardly believe that you have a...
Do I?
You look great. I can't believe you've got a big birthday just a couple of weeks away.
Oh, please. Come on, don't spoil it.
I'm not spoiling it. I'm telling you, you look great. Happy birthday.
I don't, thank you. I don't do birthdays, frankly, but thank you anyway.
Happy birthday from all your fans in Australia, and it's lovely to hear you back on the airwaves, and all the best.
Thank you. I'm hoping to be in Australia soon, actually. I can't wait to get back. I think I might be coming over soon in the new year.
Do some shows, yeah?
Do some concerts. Yeah, do some concerts.
Petula Clark, thank you so much, man. All the best.
Thank you.
It doesn't really need to catch on, or it doesn't really need to push itself on anybody either. It's a movement which a lot of people are part of without even knowing they're part of it, just by the music they buy, the clothes they wear, and the choice of transportation. I think when they all come to a gig and realise there is more than 2 or 3 of them, but there's actually like a lot of them, then it they realise there is. I mean, take last Sunday, we had a lot of guys come down to the gig at Mink, who were who couldn't believe that there was mods in Sydney,
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what are you? I was like, well, I'm a mod. It's like, well, and these are all mods. But we just don't walk around calling ourselves mods anymore.
That's right.
That's what we are. But the neo mod thing, for want of a term, was coined. We were just sitting around, and somebody said, well, what are we now? And I'm like, well, I'm still a mod. I always have been. And somebody else said, well, I'm a neo mod. And I was like, well, that sounds good. And that kind of fits the music as well. It's I mean, there is no specific genre of music for the neo mod either.
Does it mean you're all sort of followers of Paul Weller?
Followers of Paul Weller and the Style Council, followers of Underworld, followers of Chemical Brothers. We all go off when Born Slippy comes on. We all go off when the Chemical Beats come on. Likewise, we all go off when That's Entertainment by the Jam comes on as well.
Did you see the Chemical Brothers when they came over?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. That was a good concert, wasn't it?
Yeah. And the Jacks as well.
Yeah.
I think that was last year or the year before.
That's right.
I think they're on the way back over as well. So, we like the Basement Jacks, and then we'll take it all the way back to Shirley Brown.
Yeah.
And beyond, even. And I think that shows our age, but I think there's a lot of young kids who come along to the gigs who are obviously influenced by their parents' record collections and stuff, because they know all the tunes anyway.
That's
it's
true.
just they're hearing it the way they like, sort of thing, with drum machines and those sounds. So I think it's a case of ears.
Well, that's great. So, I mean, basically, then you're not retro like some people are. You're not stuck in the past. You're actually endorsing and moving on with the times as well. That's good.
I don't. I don't wear retro clothes, and I don't ride a retro or classic scooter. I ride a Vespa PX 200, which is a classic scooter shape, but it was brand new and it was made last year. And but it looks old. But it's brand new and it's got electric start, and it never fails me, and it goes 125k an hour, so it's not a problem. And
environmentally friendly too.
I don't go shopping up at the retro clothing shops on Crown Street, even though I love them. I like new gear. I wear Morrissey. I wear Windsor Smith shoes. So,
It's good. Well, it's been really good to talk to you. I'll have a chat with you off air in a minute.
Yeah.
But thanks for spending the time with 3WBC, and we wish you all the well with Modulations and your own album that's going to follow on too.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi Tony, it's Alex the OutPsider here.
Hello Alex.
How are you, mate? How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Good to talk to you.
It's good to talk to you at last as well.
Now the question is, are we speaking to Tony, or are we speaking to Fred Nightingale, or are we speaking to Mark Anthony?
No, you're definitely speaking to Tony.
Oh, very good. Okay, you had an extraordinary two-pronged success, because you had both The Searchers and Petula. And Petula, of course, had been a child star. She'd recorded tracks in European language, was an accomplished performer. The mix of the matching of you two, was astonishing. I mean, you crafted for her the sort of glossy pop records that Burt Bacharach and Hal David were crafting for Dionne Warwick in America. It was a perfect teaming. I mean, what are your feelings on that sort of the association between yourselves and Petula, and particularly with regards to Downfall?